Alright everyone, and welcome back to my Nier Automata very hard guided walkthrough. In the previous episode we went through the amusement park, and in this episode we're going to have a rematch with the Goliaths and a Mortal Kombat style battle against Adam and Eve. But before that, it's time for the most awesome character in all of anime, Father Servo. You get some pretty good materials after fighting him, so my goal is to get all 3 of my weapons at level 3. That's the highest I'll be able to get them in Route A, unless you do some crazy amount of farming in the desert area where you fought against Adam, and we're not going to do that. So, best to have your weapons at level 3 as fast as possible. And even though Father Servo is at quite a high level, meaning that the fight takes forever, he only has 2 moves, a jump attack and a spinning attack. So it's nothing you can't handle with a bit of patience.
To know them. Isn't that right?
Fair enough.
What's that noise?
2B, this is an emergency transmission from the bunker. We're reading a Goliath-class enemy inside the city ruins. And it looks like there are a ton of other machines there with it. All Yorha units should proceed and engage immediately.
A Goliath? This was a trap. I knew it!
I promise you, we were not aware of this information. I realize the odds of you believing me are strikingly low, but I hope you will nonetheless.
We'll sort it out later. Let's go.
"2B, Command is deploying new flight units for us. They just set the coordinates, so let's get going."
On it.
Alright, so we're fighting 2 Angles units this time. The same giant machine from the prologue. And it's not going to be all that different this time. In fact, I would say that the first phase of this fight is rather easy, because for some reason most of Angle's attacks go past you, which is a bit weird, but perhaps the idea here is that he's basically attacking the building. Because he is more or less already doing that, and you are merely getting in the way. Now, as you just saw, I had my chips unequipped, but I decided to re-equip them. And that has to do with the second phase of this fight. Unfortunately, you'll have to get used to this trend that most of the boss fights are pretty awesome, but suffer from a major design flaw. And in the second phase of this fight, the Goliath does one particular move with terrible hit detection and completely inconsistent dodging. And moreover, if you die in the air, then there's no way to get your chips back. So you can either unequip your chips so you can't lose them, or do as I do and after the first phase of the fight, go down to save and then simply reload if you happen to die against that specific attack. It's cheap, but, you know, making the player lose their valuable chips and then not providing any chance to retrieve them is even cheaper. So I sure don't feel bad about it. There's a little Easter egg here, or maybe I should just call it an alternative way to handle this mission. You can actually destroy these Goliaths from the ground. But it takes a lot of time, and unfortunately, even though you receive some rewards for it, it's not exactly anything of real value, so it's not really worth it. Okay, so for the first phase you can do pretty much the same thing as in the prologue. Shoot at the head so you destroy most of the projectiles that come towards you, and his hands are again the actual weak point. And his punches will never hit you if you stay in the middle. Moreover, you can actually damage him from a distance with melee attacks as long as you have Shockwave equipped.
Damn it!
2B! Displaying data on central wiring hub.
Okay, there goes the first one. Now I'm going to jump down to the access point so I can save the game. So if I die against the bullshit sideway attack from the second one, I can just reload the game and get my chips back.
Be careful. The skies are packed with anti-air weapons. Make sure to approach at low altitude.
Copy that.
Alright, I talked about the transitions in the flight sections before, so that applies here as well. You can immediately get hit before the second Goliath is even fully on screen. So you need to react immediately, and it's best to stay in the bottom right side of the screen until you can see what the hell is actually going on. You see, I almost got hit by that laser. Now if you get close you can do some melee damage, and you can do a crazy amount of damage if you use your missile attack. This is the bullshit move. Well, this time I survived, but whether you mash the dodge button or try to time it, sometimes it will hit you and sometimes it doesn't. And he does it again. Yeah, and now I'm dead. If you know of any consistent way to dodge that move, then please let me know, because I can't find any rhyme or reason to it. It feels completely random to me. Okay, so the missiles follow you again, so keep that in mind. He does the bullshit move again. And this time I somehow dodged it. No idea what I did different this time, but there you go. Okay, if he steps back, he's going to punch straight forward. So just move to the bottom right to avoid it. Do your own missile attack for massive damage, and that's the end of the fight.
Target enemies offline. That should do it for the Goliaths.
Look out! It's recharging! Ah!
Enemy vibrations are growing in intensity. It's resonating in tandem with the area beneath the combat zone.
the...
Unbelievable. The aliens who haven't revealed themselves in hundreds of years were hiding underground?
Yorha, this is your commander. For the first time in centuries, we've intercepted a signal belonging to the aliens. These are the creatures that are in direct command of the machine lifeforms on this planet. If we can destroy them, we can end this long and arduous war once and for all. Our intel team is hard at work attempting to analyze the source of the signal, but we're not there yet. We need more data. All Yorha units are hereby ordered to prioritize data collection above all else. We can't let this chance slip through our fingers. Glory to mankind.
Okay then, time for yet another boss fight. And this one gave me one hell of a lot of trouble during my first playthrough. Because even on the regular hard mode, pretty much all of Eve's attacks are one-hit kills anyway. I did do a side mission in the meantime to gain an extra level, but that's merely because I don't want to get under-leveled. But during this fight your level is irrelevant anyway, because it's merely about staying alive for 1 minute and 40 seconds. There's no way to actually win the fight.
This hallway looks pretty old.
You need to be a bit careful here in the dark, especially for these motherfuckers, because they move rather quickly. Oh fuck, I'm going the wrong way.
Look at all these dead machines. Seems like they've been here for a long time.
What is this place?
I don't know. There's nothing like it in the database.
Are they dead?
2B, look!
Destroyed alien motherships.
Welcome to the graveyard of our creators.
Alright, this can be a really tough fight. Eve has quite an extensive moveset, and the worst thing is that Adam can attack you from the background. So it's really important to keep Adam and Eve separated as much as possible. This fight is all about endurance. 1 minute and 40 seconds doesn't sound like a long time, but it sure as hell feels like it during this fight. So first get far away from Adam. Now attacking is not for causing damage, it's all about slowing Eve down. Never stay too close because he has really fast short range attacks. Dash forward to stay ahead of the pillars. Now these shield moves are good because they take a few seconds. This weird snake move has a bad hitbox, so just jump away from it if you can. Again, stay away from Adam. Okay, for the 4 shots, use your iframes when dashing. But this does require pretty precise timing. But if you're not able to jump over all 4 shots, you'll pretty much have no other choice. That's the melee shield, so that stalls him a bit. And if he doesn't do the shield attack, a strong attack from the short sword will knock him down.
They killed uncountable.
Pillars again, dash forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Knock him down.
It's fascinating, don't you think?
The projectile shield.
Possibly drive such behavior.
Red flash means counterattack, so react immediately.
Unraveling.
Pillars again. 1, 2, 3, 4.
We will allow you to assist us. You were made.
Damn, I should have unequipped the minimap.
Assist you with
Pillars again. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Locate the humans on the moon and bring them to us.
Shield.
Then dissect and
Pay attention to the red flash.
in order to
Knock him down again with a strong attack from the small sword. I think triangle on the standard control settings. The 4 shots. I stay in the air to avoid the first 3 and then I frame the last one.
Never do that!
Always get away after melee attacks.
This guy's bonkers. Well,
Pillars again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? What do you mean 5? Are you kidding me? Well, that is goddamn fucking fair.
you.
Okay then, let's try again. God damn it, Yokotaro.
look out!
Well, at least there's time to pick your body up and get your chips back.
The
Son of a
aliens you
fuck.
seek are no longer here. They were wiped out centuries ago by us, the machines.
Wiped out.
And who knows? Perhaps we'll wipe out the androids next. Machines are weapons capable of evolution. We can grow. We can become aware. Eventually, the intelligence within our network began to surpass that of our creators. You'd probably be surprised at how quickly it happened.
You destroyed your own creators?
Oh, there's no need to fret about them. They were simple, infantile, almost like plants, I guess you'd say. They held no value to us. But the humans on the moon, now they are interesting.
Why then?
Because they are an enigma. They killed uncountable numbers of their own kind, and yet loved in equal measure. It's fascinating, don't you think? What could possibly drive such behavior? We have dedicated ourselves to unraveling this riddle of humanity. And now we will allow you to assist us. You were made in their image, after all.
Assist you with what?
It's simple. We need you to locate the humans on the moon and bring them to us. We will then dissect and analyze them in order to drag their secrets forth into the light. Surely you see the attraction in this.
Are you insane? We'd never do that! Can you believe this, 2B? This guy's bonkers.
Well, I suppose this concludes negotiations. The only remaining option is to destroy you. The same way we destroyed these pathetic little aliens. Time grows short. This year, this is the fate that befell our creators.
As for your beloved humans, I guess we'll see, won't we?
They're gone.
The aliens were already dead.
Yeah. We better get back to the bunker.
Okay, I'm not sure whether there is a checkpoint after this fight, but having you do the fight over again if you die now is precisely the kind of dick move I would expect this game to pull. So make damn sure you don't get killed by one of the enemies here before you get to the access point.
Yeah.
2B, this is Operator 6-0. We now have an operational transporter in the city ruins. We're attempting to deploy them at other points as well.
About time we had access to those.
Care to fill me in?
Transporters? They let you transfer your consciousness to a temporary body back in the bunker. I heard some tech guys talking about it a while ago, but I didn't know they finally got it working. Anyway, I'll mark the positional data on the map.
Well, that was a bunch of fuck. Anyway, here we have Miss S again, so we can now save and fast travel from this point forward.
Hey, how's it hanging?
You again.
Your commander told me to build a new access point, so here you go. Oh, and I got the stupid transporter up and running too.
Thank you?
I've known the commander for a while now. She sure is good at pawning work off on people. Next time you see her, give her some lip for me, will ya?
So this has a transporter now, huh?
Still, transporters are pretty handy. They're way faster than flight units when it comes to traveling between Earth and the bunker. Flight units also leave us open to attack, and they're expensive to operate, too.
That concludes our report on the events surrounding the alien wreckage. Then they were dead this whole time. The Council of Humanity needs time to formulate a plan. Until then, this information must be kept confidential. Speak of it to no one. Of course, your next mission is to gather additional intel on the individual known as Pascal.
You mean that freaky machine we ran into?
This order comes directly from the Council. Knowledge of such unique individuals is essential for the success of future missions. Understood.
Alright, one more thing to do before I end the episode. Even though you're not supposed to go there yet, you already have access to the flooded city. So that means you can go fish for the laser pod.
Hypothesis. The owner discarded this pod and left it in safe mode. Motives unknown.
Pod, reset it and try to overwrite the original owner ID.
Activation complete. Access granted. Previous owner ID successfully overwritten. Special weaponry now available.
Alright, that's the end of this episode. Please leave a like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you back in the next episode.